So what I'll be showing you is how to create a simple calculator in Java. So let's now start coding. So the first thing that we are going to do is try to create our menu navigation. So okay, so we have here system.println. So to have this one number. So we have here number 1, addition. So maybe copy paste 2, 3, and we have 4. So we have here addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so this will serve actually as our menu. Now, after creating our menu, let's try this time to create, or decide this time to use scanner class for our Java. So we have our scanner. Okay, we have here obj is equals to new scanner, then system.in. So basically for the Java that util scanner is automatically imported, or you can also manually import it in your Java class or in your Java file. Next thing that we need to do is we're going to create a variable called, so I to call this one as option. String option is equals to obj that next line. Okay, so basically for option we will be this variable will actually accept um, the operation that the user will be selecting. Okay, so let's try to add another prompt here, print. So I have to use only print. Okay, select a number, select, okay, let's try to use select an operation. Okay, now let's try to run, try to see what the output is. Okay, so we have your addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, select, then we have your select an operation. Okay, next thing that we are going to do is once basically the user have already selected the operation, it's time this time that the user will enter two numbers. Okay, so this is just a very simple calculator. This is just a calculator for students wherein it will just be accepting only a couple of numbers and perform the selected operation. Okay, so we have here system.out.print. Okay, so we have here first number. Okay, then string that num1. No. Okay, so to call this one as num1. Okay, obj dot next line. Then so to copy and paste. Okay, then we have here second number. Okay, call this one as num2, since basically we'd only be accepting a couple of numbers. Okay, so let's okay, the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to create a method for each of these operations. So basically we're going to do, what we're going to do is we're going to create 4 methods. So okay, let's try to create public, say to just use public double addition. Okay, then if you're double num1 comma double num2. Okay, then if you're double answer equals to num1 plus num2. Okay, then we're going to return answers. Okay, that's one method actually, or that's one way of doing it. But if you wanted to make your code a little bit shorter, maybe you can just type return. Okay, so let's try to do something like this. Okay. Now we need to instantiate our another class, our class. Okay, so ito calls on main m. Okay, new main. Okay, so where does this main come from? So basically, this main refers to our main class. Okay, so then we have here switch option. So this is once the user entered a number, this one will actually be um, performed. So case 1. Okay, then we have here break. Okay, so since it's initialized as a string, let's also try to have this one as string as well. The next you have here system dot out dot print. Okay, so m dot addition. Okay, so you have num1, then num2. But notice by the way that both num1 and num2 has a red underline, meaning that there's an error to it. So the required type, if you can, the required type by the way is double, but the one provided is actually a string. So we need to convert, or we need to parse our string to double. So how do we do that in Java? So we have here double dot parse double. Okay. Same also for this one. Double dot parse double. Okay. Now let's try this time our Java application. Okay. So it's still running, so let's try to turn it off first. Okay. So we can click build, then build project. Okay, so it's already done, so let's try to run. Okay, so let's first try to select an operation. Since there's only one operation available, so try to select 1. Okay, first number is, let's say, 2. Then second number is 2. So we have here 4. Okay, maybe we can put something like answer is. Okay, next. Let's just try to copy and paste this method. Okay, so you have your double. Next is that's for addition. Then subtraction. Okay, so all you have to do by the way is just change the mathematical operation from plus to minus. Okay, same also for this one. We can just basically copy. Okay, copy, then paste. Okay, I'm actually being a lazy programmer. Okay, so okay, let me just try to do this one first. Case 2. Okay, let's copy and paste. So the answer is, so instead of addition, we'll be using subtraction. Okay, so let's try to run again. Okay, so it's like 2. First number 5, second number 3. So you have 2. The answer is 2. Okay, so next is try to copy this one again. Try to finish our application. Okay, so this is so we're already done with addition, subtraction. Then let's try to call this one as multiplication. Then last we have division. Okay, so let's try also to change the mathematical operation. So instead of dash, we change it to asterisk for multiplication. Then slash. Okay, try to add it here as well. I'm having trouble with this part yet. Is 3. Okay, so try to copy paste. For number 3, so we have here multiplication. Okay, so maybe you can have this one a little bit clearer. So we have here sum is, then subtraction is, difference is. For multiplication we have product is, then last case 4. Okay, quotient, dito if that's the correct spelling. Okay, then try to scroll down, division. Then okay, we have here division. Okay, so try to run this time again. Try to build first, build project. Okay, then try to click run. So let's try to select an option, maybe try to select 3. First number 4, then second number is 2. Should have the answer 8. Okay, the product is 8. So that's it. Next, try it all over again. So select an operation. So we have 4. Okay, first number, maybe you can 10. Second number 2, 5. Okay, so we have here a decimal place because we're dealing with, we initialize it as double. If we're going to initialize it as an integer, there won't be any decimal, or there won't be any, it won't be a 5 point something. So this is just a very simple calculator, wherein basically the user will enter only a couple of numbers.